Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our journey through the chapter by chapter Bible study. Today, we're diving into Genesis chapter 49, a powerful and prophetic chapter where Jacob, on his deathbed, calls his 12 sons together to tell them what will happen in the last days. This isn't just a father's farewell. It's a series of blessings and prophecies that shape the destiny of the 12 tribes of Israel. Jacob begins with his firstborn, Reuben. He says, "Reuben, thou art my firstborn, my might, and the beginning of my strength, the excellency of dignity, and the excellency of power." High praise, right? But then comes the but, unstable as water, "thou shalt not excel." "Because thou wentest up to thy father's bed, then defiledst thou it." Because of his past sin, Reuben loses the preeminence of the firstborn. It's a somber reminder that our actions have lasting consequences. Next, Jacob addresses Simeon and Levi. He calls them brethren. Instruments of cruelty are in their habitations. He recalls their violent revenge in Shechem and declares, "I will divide them in Jacob and scatter them in Israel." This prophecy came true. The tribe of Simeon was eventually absorbed into Judah's territory, and the Levites were scattered throughout all the tribes as priests, with no land inheritance of their own. Then comes Judah. This is a pivotal moment. Jacob prophesies Judah, "Thou art he whom thy brethren shall praise. The scepter shall not depart from Judah, nor a lawgiver from between his feet, until Shiloh come. And unto him shall the gathering of the people be." This is a direct messianic prophecy. The scepter, a symbol of kingship, would remain with the tribe of Judah, and Shiloh, meaning he whose right it is, points directly to Jesus Christ, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the King of kings who would come from this very lineage, Jacob. Then moves on to the other sons. He compares Zebulun to a haven of ships, indicating their coastal territory. He describes Issachar as a strong ass couching down between two burdens, suggesting a tribe that would prefer comfortable servitude over conflict. Dan is called a serpent by the way who shall judge his people, pointing to their strategic, sometimes, cunning nature, and Samson came from this tribe. Gad, he says, "A troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at the last." This speaks of the constant battles they would face on the frontier, but promises ultimate victory. Asher's blessing is one of abundance. "His bread shall be fat, and he shall yield royal dainties." Naphtali is a hind let loose. "He giveth goodly words." A picture of freedom and grace. Finally, we come to Joseph. The blessing for Joseph is beautiful and extensive. Jacob calls him a fruitful bough by a well, whose branches run over the wall, despite the archers who sorely grieved him, referring to his brother's betrayal and his hardships in Egypt. Joseph was blessed immensely by the mighty God of Jacob. His blessing is one of fruitfulness, protection, and divine favor that extends to his sons, Ephraim and Manasseh. Lastly, Benjamin is described as a wolf that raveneth. In the morning he shall devour the prey, and at night he shall divide the spoil. This points to the fierce, warlike nature of the tribe of Benjamin, which produced famous warriors like King Saul, after blessing each of his sons. Jacob gives his final instructions. He asks to be buried with his fathers, Abraham and Isaac, in the cave of Machpelah in Canaan. This was the land promised to them by God, and even in death Jacob wanted to be part of that promise. When he had finished commanding his sons, he gathered up his feet into the bed, and yielded up the ghost, and was gathered unto his people. Genesis 49 is a rich tapestry of family history, personal character, and divine prophecy. It shows how God works through flawed people and family dynamics to unfold his sovereign plan, ultimately pointing us all toward the coming of Shiloh, our Savior, Jesus Christ. Thanks so much for watching. If this blessed you, please like the video and subscribe for more. We'll see you next time.